Now I'm going to explain what a structured note is. And the first thing to realize about a structured note is it's just a more complicated investment product. So it's not just a stock or a bond or a commodity, or it's not just a derivative like a futures contract or a mortgage-backed security. It's some combination of both of these things that ends up in a more complicated thing. So, for example, you could have a structured note that was a combination of, say, a foreign stock and some derivative related to the price of the currency of that country. So you say you wanted to buy a Japanese stock, but you were concerned about the value of the yen. You thought that maybe the yen wouldn't be so strong or would be too strong, or you thought there was some problem there. Instead of buying one or the other and worrying about the other thing, you could buy a structured note that combined this Japanese stock with a derivative that had rules about if the value of the currency. So if the currency got too high or too low, it would cancel the deal and you wouldn't lose any money on the stock that way. Again, the important thing here is that it makes things more complicated. And it either makes things more complicated so you can potentially make more money but have more risk of it not working, or so you can limit your risk but potentially not make as much money. Structured notes are good for very specific investors who have very specific concerns or very specific wants of some market that they want to get into. They help investors manage their risk and their reward, but they do that at the cost of things that are very complicated and sometimes difficult to sell, difficult to give to other one, and also that are only as good as the person who's willing to give them to them. So a structured note is something made by an investment bank. Therefore, it depends a lot on how much you trust the bank that you're getting them from. But that's what a structured note is. It's a complicated financial thing. It takes different financial instruments like securities and derivatives and mixes them together to give something either to limit risk or to increase the opportunity for reward, but by making things more complicated.